Coffee with Colm, and thank you for joining me. Win the week, win the war. Win the week, win the war. It's a philosophy I've developed over the last number of years, and it speaks to the fact that everything in life happens within the context of a week somewhere. I love the fact that the week is a perfect patch in the fabric of life. Every week is exactly the same shape and size, 7 days, 24 hours, 168 hours in total. So once one week finishes, instantly another week begins. So everything that you and I experience happens within the frame of a week. There are mornings, there are evenings, there are weekdays, there's the weekend, all happens in the week. So everything that you and I do or experience happens within the context of a week. So if you're trying to grab hold of your life and perhaps you're struggling with time management, well then take that philosophy on board that the week is a perfect patch in the fabric of life. So if you can make the week work for you, the rest will take care of itself. Many people talk about making every second count, and I don't know that I subscribe to that, to be honest. I think it's a little bit too hustly for me. I'm not into the big hustle. I'm into doing what's right and doing enough of what's right to make a difference. But I'm not into hustling 24/7 for money or for anything. It just doesn't suit my personality. It doesn't suit who I am, what I'm about. And perhaps it's because of my vintage as I head towards 60. So maybe that's got a lot to do with it. But so I'm not a fan of trying to make every second count, to be honest. I'm not a fan of trying to cram everything into every hour of the day. And I've been studying this stuff and implementing this stuff for some years now, and I've found it to work to my advantage and to my benefit. Jerry Duffy, the wonderful Jerry Duffy, has been quoted as saying, schedule 60% of the week, schedule 60% of the time available in your diary and leave the other 40% as, if you like, floating time, or as Lisa Chalfa calls it, white space. And she went on to say that white space is gold. Love that. White space in your diary is gold. And the beautiful thing about leaving white space in your diary is that if there's white space in there and something goes awry and a meeting doesn't happen, or a meeting runs over, or whatever might happen, or Johnny breaks his leg and you got to take him to the doctor, right? Anything that can get in the way. If you have white space built into your diary, you can then shunt something that should have gotten done and shunt it somewhere else in the week. And I recommend, by the way, that we plan, our week is 7 days. It's not 5 days. It's not 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Schedule your week. Taking the cat to the vet is a part of your life. If it's a part of your life, well then schedule it. Don't have it, come in from the side and upset your plans. If somebody needs to go to the dentist, schedule it and don't get bent out of shape about it. Build it in. You time. Schedule you time. What do you do to reflect back on you and what's going on in your life? What do you do to exercise? What do you do to perhaps take some quiet time? Let it not be all work, no play. All work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. So true. So the week is the perfect patch in the fabric of life. And my belief is that if you win the week, you will win the war. And the war that I refer to there is the war of time encroaching on you and I. Time is relentless. Time is inexorable. Time is infinite. Time itself is infinite, but your time is not infinite. My time is not infinite. Your time and my time is finite, very much so, finite. So my proposal to you this week is schedule your week. Don't try and cram everything in. Take Jerry Duffy's advice. Schedule only 60% of the available time that's there for you, and leave white space. Lisa Chalfa's white space is gold. Build lots of gold white space into your planner for next week. And then if you don't get something done on a particular day, it's scheduled in there, fine. Forgive yourself and then shunt it out to somewhere later in the week, and just make sure that you get it done within the week. Win the week, win the war. You win this week and you win next week, and you win the week after and you win the week after. Win the week, you'll win the month. Win the month, you'll win the quarter. Win the quarter, you'll win the year. Win the year, you'll win at life. And thank you for joining me for this week's Coffee with Colm. I hope and trust as ever you got something from it. Please consider what's been shared here today and apply it into your thinking for this next week. And then very importantly, come back next week and we'll share another coffee together and I'll ruminate on some other aspect of life and business. Between now and then, get some great coffee, get some fresh air, get some R&Rs. If you spend too much time alone, I recommend you go online if you have to and meet some people. If you spend too much time online, Perhaps some of us are guilty of that. Well, then take some time out, get to know yourself a little bit. And then when the time is right, and only when the time is right, get your head back in the game, get organised for the week ahead, get stuck in, make next week count, win the week, win the war. And I'll see you here this time next week for another Coffee with Colm. Slaughter. I love great coffee. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.